This is a story of an incredible cold case murder that's just been solved after nearly 6 decades. 92-year-old Ryland Headley has been convicted of the murder of 75-year-old Louisa Dunne, grandmother who was found dead in her home in Easton in Bristol in June 1967.
Someone had climbed in via an open window, that there was a palm mark or a partial palm mark on the windowsill, that Mrs Dunne was found partially clothed with her underwear down by her ankles, and that when the pathologist had gone in, the cause of death was asphyxia and the victim, Louisa Dunne, had been raped.
At the time, nearly 20,000 fingerprints were taken to try to match the one found at the murder scene, and there were further inquiries across the whole of the UK and further abroad, but the killer managed to evade justice. So the paperwork and evidence were put into police stores, and detectives started looking at these again towards the end of 2023. A forensic scientist screened Louisa Dunne's skirt, looking for male cells that might be there after a sexual assault, and on a first glance there was nothing. So he took 2 cuttings and analysed them under a microscope, and on the second cutting the answers were there, microscopically DNA. So he loaded it onto the National DNA database, but he also needed the killer to be on the database, which has only been in existence since 1995, so the killer had to have offended since then. So Heidi Miller then called her scientist contact.
I can't remember his exact words, but basically, hi Heidi, obviously we put the DNA on the database and we've got a hit, but I have no further knowledge. I don't know who that is.
Ryland Headley was living in Ipswich, a widower, a great-grandfather, a man beloved by his neighbours, but he was also a man with a secret, a big secret.
And I'm here today because I'm arresting you on suspicion of the rape and murder of Louisa Dunne, which happened in Bristol in June 1967.
He now faces life imprisonment, and police say catching him is a huge achievement.